Cool. No issues there. Alright. Let's just jump right into it. Alright, episode 3, Citizen Brown. We got a sneak peek of this yesterday, but don't know for sure what this is all about. Alright. I remembered this time. We gotta say yes here. Let's go. Uh-oh, I'm dropping frames already. Okay, never mind. I only dropped a few. In association with Universal Partnerships and License. Thursday, May 15th, 1986. So we're back in the present. I'm performing community service for vandalism. She didn't even notice. Okay, no worries. Not much of an intro there. Alright. I mean, that doesn't really need to be much of an intro, but yeah. Relax, we have everything under control. First Citizen Brown. Let's see.
Doc!
Relax. We got everything under control.
How am I gonna... Okay, so we've got a...
Citizen Brown. That's Doc, all right, but what the heck's going on here? Don't worry, everybody. I'm okay. The billboard broke my fall. It's jammed.
Okay, we've got to figure out how to...
What the hell?
Hey,
Same.
Could you give me a... Jennifer?
I didn't even recognize. Doesn't look like her at all.
This is the dumbest design ever. Jennifer, I need some help.
Martin? It is you. Is that a DeLorean?
Well, yeah, it's a DeLorean. What else would it be?
How the hell did it get into the billboard like that?
Never mind that. Just give me a hand, okay?
Yeah, I figured it'd be something like that.
So who are you supposed to be? Luke or Bo?
This isn't funny, Jennifer. What are you doing down there?
Not that you'd ever understand it, but I'm doing my part to support the arts in Hill Valley. Anyway, what's the technical term for attempting to jump your DeLorean through a billboard? Where did you even get a DeLorean? Is it stolen?
That's a little complicated.
I bet.
Oh, man. What's the date?
What? That's something I should be asking you. You've probably wrecked your head.
Just, what's the date, Jennifer?
It's the 15th,
The year?
1986. Duh.
Oh, man, this can't be happening. Jennifer, you look so... different.
That's the general idea of being a nonconformist.
That's not what I meant.
What are you getting at?
What are you wearing, Jen? You look so...
Fed up? Keen eye you got there.
I was gonna say punk.
A whole world alien to the likes of you, dork.
What's with the attitude?
I'm not having this argument again.
You've argued about this before? I'm guessing you won the argument. What'd you do to your hair?
Helter skelter.
What?
It's the same hair dye I always use.
Never mind. I gotta get out of this car.
Good idea.
Can you help me down?
Why don't you just jump?
I'll break my neck.
And
You got any rope you can toss me?
All I have is this rusty wrench thing I found in the dirt.
A tire iron. I think that'll do. Toss it here.
Oh, back off, Martin. This is my whatchamacallit. What do you give me for it?
Oh, come on, man.
May I please have the tire iron?
The tire who?
The big metal thing you're holding.
Oh, right. As soon as you offer up a decent trade.
Oh,
Seriously, the tire iron.
Jennifer, please, this is serious.
This tire thing really has some value to you, huh?
At the moment, yes.
Then it better be a pretty good trade.
All right, let me think this through.
Don't strain your brain, Geekzilla.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on, I've gotta have something here. What do I have? What would she care about? Nah, she's not gonna be interested in that.
I don't think that would look good there.
Oh, I still have that.
Like, I want to remind anyone that the new me couldn't get a date to prom.
The fact that he even went to prom in this alternate timeline with no one makes no sense. I've got to think of something. A teen rebel. Maybe she might take the flask.
Jennifer! This is all I got.
Is there anything in it?
Uh-oh.
Give it here.
Wait, there was something. I thought in the last episode there was nothing in it.
Ugh, it smells like armpits and booze. Obi Kid Tannen, the gangster? Where the hell did you get
It's
this?
a long story. Can I just have the tire iron now?
Heads up.
Thanks.
Dude, sick.
Oh, great. Now what?
Oh, come on. Oh, nice.
Oops.
Eh.
Oh.
Well, your dorkness, my debt to society is paid. As for you, good luck with your car. Way to stick it to Big Brother. Just don't expect your sudden cry for attention to change anything between us, dig?
Doesn't change what? Look, Jennifer, I think there are some things we need to talk about. Hey, maybe you can give me a lift into town.
Oh, sure, Martin. Climb on in.
She's gonna drive off. Yep, I called it.
Jennifer,
I
wait!
told you, we're through, McFly. I'll never date such a square again.
My own girlfriend thinks I'm a square? Jesus, could this get any worse?
Yes.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh no. It's totaled. So now what do we do? This isn't, I mean, in the third movie, Doc stayed in the past and he built a time machine from a train. So,
We've got everything on
I don't know, just go find a toaster or something and make it work. It's probably possible. Okay, we gotta get over the wall here.
Well, at least one of the hover wheels work.
Well, shouldn't we use that? Can we use that at all?
These walls couldn't possibly go around the entire city, could they?
Why are there walls in the first place? Squawk box?
Check. Sibilance.
Who is this? Stop messing with the intercom.
Oh, hi. Can you buzz me in?
Visitors must check in at the north gate.
Oh, North Gate? I'm not walking clear around Hill Valley. There's gotta be another way.
Well, it involves that tire, but I'm gonna see if there's anything else around here that might be useful. Okay, I can't even walk that far now.
How the hell do you get through these? I don't really feel qualified to repair a nuclear reactor. Maybe it's still under warranty. Well, I guess technically it's way under warranty.
No, I'm trying to... There we go. We just took the battery?
12 volts.
Oh, there we go.
Wait, this is the car battery? Must have been installed in 2015 with the Mr. Fusion. Still has plenty of juice.
Well, that did stop the wheel from moving around, so let's try to use...
The wheel must have been running off the battery. Dead. May 15th, 1986. Yeah, the date's right, but... That's not good.
Nope. Well, then again, I took the battery out, so... Can I examine that sign? No. Yeah, I want to take the thing out. Wait, do I still have the tire iron? I do. Use the tire iron and take the tire off. Boom.
Okay, good. This could be useful. Now think, Marty, think.
Is there any way to connect the
Let's see
two?
here. Red to positive, black to negative. Whoa!
We did it, Reddit.
Oof.
And there it goes, but that's okay.
Far out.
We don't really need it.
Okay, Doc, let's see what kind of nightmare alternate timeline I've landed in this time.
So many alternate timelines. So I actually, while I was in the shower today, I thought up of if I ever decide to write a second novel or a short story or anything, I have a second plot already. It's kind of interesting,
Okay,
but
Marty,
eh.
nothing to be afraid of.
Yo, I got an achievement.
Alternate Hill Valley that's turned my girlfriend into a punk rock vandal. That doesn't mean it's full of...
Oh, by the way,
post-apocalyptic
in the last
biker
part,
gangs
none of
run
the
by armies
achievements
of bib
unlocked.
clones. Just
And,
make
yeah, it has
easy for you to
timelines in it.
remember. We gotta find Doc.
But I don't know, it's kind of complicated. But anyways, in the last part, none of the achievements unlocked, but when I started up the game, they unlocked from yesterday. So I do have the achievements unlocked. They just didn't unlock the first time for some reason. I don't know the but I think the second episode's glitched out, but they said if you just go back into the game, they'll unlock. Hill Valley Unity. Hill Valley Bureau of Discipline.
It's so clean.
Good morning, citizen.
And good morning to you too, citizen.
So this is basically a cult. Except maybe worse.
What's going on here, Doc? Jeez, my Hill Valley never looked this good.
Watch where you're going, citizen.
Come on, man.
Sorry. Mr. Parker,
That's Officer Parker to you, Martin. Now what's with the outfit? It's Thursday.
yeah?
Polo shirt Thursday. You're out of uniform. That's a violation of Civic Ordinance 9EEE. And you're not wearing an ID, in direct violation of Ordinance WB 714.
This cop has to be
What are you
70
up
if
to,
it's Mr.
citizen?
Parker.
Polo shirt.
Are you on the pot, citizen? Put your arms up. Spread your legs.
Hey, what are you doing?
Quiet. Hold still. Nothing. What's your deal today, McFly?
Can you tell me where I could find Doc, Citizen Brown?
Are you sure you're an honor student? Where do you think he is at this time of day?
At work?
That's right, working at the courthouse.
Oh. Well, that just answered everything.
Heavy.
That just answered everything. What's up, Arcadia? So, in that alternate time, like, so, okay. He never goes to the movie, so he's never inspired to do anything scientific. So then, he gives it up and goes back to law. This is the path that we're in. This is the timeline. This is what happens.
Have you seen Jennifer?
What's it to you? I thought she broke up with you.
Yeah, well, I need to talk to her about that.
Good luck finding her. I usually don't see her unless she's racking up demerits for her.
Excuse me.
Since when are you a cop? I thought you were a
Oh, this is a different Mr. Parker. Okay.
You on something? I've always been a cop, just like my
My
partner.
bad.
Great, I've turned my girlfriend's dad into a cop. Hey, what's with the pat down? What do you think, I'm packing heat?
Heat, contraband,
Contraband?
you know. Booze, smokes, bubblegum, dogs, circus
Bubblegum is
peanuts.
illegal?
Come on, McFly. You're smart enough to know that ignorance of the Civic Ordinance 2XM isn't an excuse. I've got to finish my beat. Are you going to make trouble for me today?
Yes.
No.
No what?
No, sir.
That's right, citizen.
Why is everyone referred to as... Yeah, exactly. That's definitely what happened.
Oh, wait, citizen. Are you about to throw something away? Make sure you use the correct receptacle.
Recycle, recycle,
Valley
recycle.
takes pride in its
Recycle.
advanced waste management system.
They recycle
What is
everything?
the aluminum content of that can? Make sure it goes into the correct blue receptacle. Is that green, clear, or amber glass? It makes a difference. Remember that all consumable wrapping is tagged with a microchip to help us automatically police litter.
So is this like a mix of the science and the law?
Problem, citizen.
Oops, wrong number. Commemorating on the 25th day of August this year of our Lord, 1931, the capture and incarceration of Irving Kid Tannen and the disbanding of his criminal syndicate by the heroic efforts and ingenious mind of our beloved first citizen, Emmett Lathrop Brown, by virtue of his experimental rocket car. Edna must have written that.
So, yeah, she definitely... Well, I mean, that's pretty much it.
Having fun, kid?
Ah, who said that?
Attempting to destroy public landmarks is a violation of C-64.
I wasn't trying to destroy it.
Take your demerit.
No demerit that time. So, okay. The self-tour?
First Citizen Brown, the mindhead of Hill Valley, a man of infinite wisdom and awe-inspiring imagination. Emmett Lathrop Brown had been raised by a family legacy steeped in law, but hadn't set his sights on his destiny until he single-handedly thwarted the nefarious gangster Irving Kid Tannen and his bootlegging syndicate.
So he took the credit for it.
Immortalized by the grand statue on the courthouse lawn, First Citizen Brown devoted his life to civil and social engineering, using Hill Valley as a prototype for tomorrow's cities today.
So Emmett took the credit.
Citizen Plus.
Some of this game, I just like going around and just looking at stuff.
Look around yourself, breathe in the fresh air, enjoy the immaculate scenery and architecture. You are standing among the denizens of the most sociologically advanced city in the world. Hill Valley, a perfect place to live.
As soon as you say that, it's not so
Let's take
perfect
a moment
anymore.
To look up at the city's centerpiece, the courthouse, with its
Maybe.
clock
That's true too. Maybe she took advantage of Emmett, and so his science was made for her.
That's our beloved first citizen, Emmett L. Brown, toiling away on new
I'm wondering how this screws up the 1885 timeline at all, like when that continues forward. That's, yeah. Actually, wait a second. So that, because this is a sequel, so the Doc Brown from 1885, when he comes back, he goes to the future, and then he goes back to 1931. That's why he's missing for so long, because he went to 1931. But then what happened? So what happens to Clara and his kids then? Are they just like ignored in this game? I don't understand. Okay, so we need to just soup mo.
Free soy dog samples. Take one. I guess they ran out.
What are we doing here? Okay, so we just need to find Citizen Brown. Okay. Well, he would be at work at the courthouse. So let's go to the courthouse. Wait, can I even go anywhere that way? I can't. Okay.
Step away from the decycling bin, citizen.
Decycling?
Decycling?
He said the
Final
same thing I
resting
did.
place for all contraband within Hill Valley, the decycling bin ensures that socially toxic items will never find their way back into the hands of the general public in any way, shape, or form.
So it's where all the cool stuff goes to die.
If by cool you mean dangerous, then yes.
Hill Valley Courthouse. How may I help you, citizen?
I need to see Doc, or Citizen Brown.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but
Then I'm afraid you'll have to wait your turn. Citizen Brown's a very busy man.
that voice sounds familiar.
Is it Edna's? Oh, what's going on here? Brown. Biff.
Biff?
Oh,
Doc? Doc, wait! I need to talk to you.
do you really think that he's gonna go by Doc? I'm gonna run in there! As soon as I walk up to like that invisible, there's like an invisible wall there. I can't even keep going. Well, Biff was drawn. Let's go talk to Biff. See what he's up to. Except I can't actually run across the street. They incorporated street laws, jaywalking laws rather. So I have to go like this. Come on.
Biff?
Hey, you're George and Lorraine's youngest. Martin, right?
What? You don't know me?
Only by reputation. Brown Cadet of the Month, 3 months running. Impressive. Are you interested in the Citizen Plus program?
Listen, Biff, that car I saw you get out of, was that Doc Brown in there with you?
Ha! Doc. Yeah, that should be his new nickname. But yeah, that was Citizen Brown. What an inspirational guy.
How'd you get FaceTime with him? He seems so busy.
Oh, you got that right, Martin. Citizen Brown's a busy, busy guy. But fortunately, or unfortunately, I'm a special case. See, Martin, I used to be
A real
bad
butthead.
apple. A real butthead.
You a butthead? No.
What can I say, Martin? I was always getting into trouble. Too much trouble. What with the booze, the partying, the women. Even my dogs were a pack of trouble. You pack, get it?
Yeah. What does this have to do with Citizen Brown?
Well, after getting in so much trouble, the authorities, they took me in to see Citizen Brown and gave me an ultimatum. Citizen Plus or bust.
Citizen Plus. What is that?
What is this Citizen Plus?
It's Citizen Brown's new re-education program.
Education
I'm the first of Hill Valley's Citizen Plus. Pluses. Plus I?
I want to know more about Citizen Plus.
And I just can't wait to tell you all about it. Did I mention the swell digital watch you get with the program?
So what's the point of Citizen Plus?
Well, it may not be as noticeable for an upstanding citizen like yourself, but the hypnotherapy sessions help to tame the urges to break the rules.
Whoa. Hypnotherapy?
Well, sure, Martin. but
Was that
it makes
mentioned
obedience
before?
automatic.
Obedience? This is some kind of brainwashing?
Well, that's a good way to think about it.
Was
Helping all those
hypnotherapy
nasty
mentioned
thoughts
in
right
a
out of your
previous
noggin.
episode, or am I completely misremembering something?
You said you get some sort of watch.
Oh, it's a real classy deal. Just look at this state-of-the-art ticker. It's got all sorts of special modes programmed in. I still haven't figured out how to set the time, but I'm sure a smart guy like you could do it no problem.
It's voluntary, right?
Sure, for the pilot program.
Yeah.
But eventually...
I mean,
it'll be
I
mandatory
assume
for
we'll find out
everyone.
why, but yeah.
Mandatory. Are you nuts?
Nah, I used to be nuts. Now, thanks to the Citizen Plus program, I'm probably the sanest guy in Hill Valley.
As soon as you say you're sane, you're insane.
What do you gotta do to be a Citizen Plus?
It starts with an application. They take a complete medical evaluation and give you a stack of contracts to fill out.
It sounds boring already.
But then you get an appointment with Citizen Brown. In about 2 years.
2 years?
He's very busy keeping Hill Valley running. I mean, the only time he deviates from his schedule is when some Looney Tune is running around racking up demerits. Fortunately, that almost never happens.
Okay, let's stop talking about Citizen Plus right now.
Okay.
Do you think I could get to see Citizen Brown if I did all the bad stuff you used to do?
Yeah, I guess, but why would you want to act like
We're gonna
that?
act like a butthead.
Nice clothes. You lose a bet or something?
What do you mean? I'm wearing what everyone is wearing. It's Polo Shirt Thursday. You, my friend, are out of uniform.
So I've heard.
Yeah, well, there's always tomorrow. Hawaiian Shirt Friday.
Hawaiian Shirt Friday.
So, about all the bad things you used to do.
Gosh, Martin, I really don't like dredging up the past, but all right, if it'll help you make a decision about Citizen Plus.
The illegal women, the vicious dogs, illegal substances.
What kind of trouble did you get into with women? They weren't hookers?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It's just that I wasn't always discreet about my affections.
What?
Public displays of affection, Martin. You know, necking and such.
That's illegal?
Oh, yeah.
You seriously got in trouble for PDAs?
You bet. The Browns always say that behaviors that excite your private should be kept in private. Or maybe it's just
Citizen
Edna
Edna.
who says that.
Yep.
Why'd your dogs get you in trouble? You weren't running dogs.
It's because Edna's in power and she hates dogs.
No, nothing that bad. I just used to have a lot of dogs.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing other than them keeping the neighbors up all night, lunging at old people, and eating all the squirrels in the park.
Eating all the
I wish I could
squirrels?
say it was my out-of-control dogs that were directly responsible for the banning of dogs throughout Hill Valley.
You don't sound very ashamed.
Oh, I am. Very, very ashamed.
Yeah, definitely.
You said something about booze?
Beer, rum, whiskey, wine coolers, you name it, I drank it. Not only did I drink it, I smuggled it into Hill Valley, too.
Chip off the old block, huh?
Used to be I'd knock your block off for a comment like that, but yeah, I guess I was following in Pop's crummy footsteps.
Let me ask one of these.
So there's no booze in Hill Valley.
Nope. Sure, someone tries to sneak some in every now and then, but cops like Officer Parker over there always catch him sooner or later.
Yeah, let's change the subject.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't like talking about my old nasty self.
So you won't break any rules anymore?
Can't. The Citizen Plus treatment makes it physically impossible for me to break rules.
How so?
Now I get physically ill if I try to break a rule.
How's your re-education holding up?
Still incapable and uninterested in breaking the rules.
How about a beer?
Sure you aren't craving a beer?
I do kind of miss beer. On second thought,
Want to fight me?
You used to be a real bruiser.
that's all behind me now.
So what? You wouldn't even defend yourself?
I don't think that's how psychotherapy works. I don't think you can make somebody
You're just
physically
taking to
ill
find out, though.
from a certain thought.
Oh,
That's just a natural thing that
don't
happens.
torment me.
I can get used to this.
No, please, Martin. Don't make me angry.
All right, Biff. You're off the hook this time. See you later, Biff.
Bye, Martin.
I guess we talked long enough.
What's Jen up to now?
That's Jennifer, by the way. She completely donned a punk look. We don't know why, but yeah. It looks nothing like her, though. And that's the first time we see her. I'm just like, why is this the first time we see her? Are those trash cans still there? I guess not. Okay. Ammo box.
Must be where Jen keeps her paints. Locked.
Well, she has headphones on, so.
Jennifer! Jen!
You got a problem?
They got her height right.
What's the deal, Jennifer? He left me stranded outside the city gates.
Yeah, that was pretty rotten, wasn't it? I'm such a horrible role model. Better get away before I corrupt you.
So do you spend most of your time vandalizing public property?
Don't even think about snitching on me. Unless you want this spray can up your...
No, listen, you got me wrong. I'm looking to, break a few rules myself.
You?
What do you know about harboring dangerous animals?
So you met my new boyfriend. Oh, lighten up.
Do you know where I could score some forbidden materials?
Do I strike you as somebody who would possess illegal substances?
She didn't even
Kinda,
say
yeah.
these substances.
And you strike me as somebody who would turn in somebody like me. Next topic.
This ban on public displays of affection bites.
Hey, you're talking about my most favoriteest legal infraction of all.
Yeah?
Not with you. Ew.
This law against public kissing is a load of bull, right?
Yeah, this town is full of it. What are you gonna do?
Protest. That's what. Let's go stage a public kiss-in.
Let's not and say we did.
Isn't graffiti a major infraction?
You'd think. But after Big Brown had all those buildings coated in that Teflon polymer junk a couple years ago, graffiti's been knocked down to a 2 demerit offense. Go fig.
On second thought, maybe I don't want to know any more about breaking the rules.
Wuss.
Did you get a load of Biff Tannen back there? He's so...
Calm.
yeah, creeps me out.
You and me both. If that's what the Citizen Plus program's all about, I'll stay a Citizen Minus.
I get it. Because, yeah, okay.
Leech and the whoosh bags. Never heard of them.
No, you wouldn't have. They don't play much
Leech.
punk on those.
Wait a minute, that's not that guy
stations
from
you listen to.
the third movie that
Smooth
challenges
jazz. I couldn't possibly
Marty to a
get that
race.
square, even in an alternate time.
Or is that a
frame.
different guy?
Give me a can of spray paint. I got an urge to paint something.
Happy little trees.
Get
Yourself
it?
A watercolor kit. I'm not
Happy
sharing
little
my
trees. Bob Ross.
What about the Citizen Plus program?
wall. Only what I hear on TV and the radio and the newspapers and the PA systems all over town. They want everybody to enroll, and they say it'll make us all happy and well-adjusted, which is why I'm gonna stay clear of it.
So, Jennifer,
Uh-huh.
what do you think of me?
I don't.
Seriously, what have you got against me? I'm kind of popular, right?
Very popular among a certain crowd.
What crowd?
Dorks.
Marty McFly a dork? It's impossible. He can't be a dork.
Okay, anyone who talks about himself in the third person is a dork.
She speaks the truth, okay? Don't do that.
My mom and dad.
What about them?
Would you say they're normal?
By Hill Valley standards, yeah. In other words, they're warped beyond repair. Sorry to be the one to break it to you.
Hill Valley's totally screwed up, but I got a plan to fix everything.
You do, huh?
I'm gonna go talk to Citizen Brown and get him to make it all better.
That sounds like the kind of plan you'd come up with, weirdo.
Citizen Brown is a really great guy.
You're wasting your breath, Martin. I don't buy into all that happy talk.
No, really, this crazy police state wasn't his idea. It'll all get undone once I have a good talk with him.
You know, I almost feel sorry for you.
It won't be long before I see Citizen Brown.
Hey, can I come with you?
You want to see Citizen Brown too?
Yeah. Maybe he can give me a heart when he gives you a brain.
Couldn't hurt to ask. Look, I don't know what you got against me in this timeline lately, but I'm here to make things right. I've missed you, you know?
Take a look at me, Martin. Do I look like the kind of girl that would hang around the president of the Junior Brown Brigade?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I gotta admit, I kinda like you like this.
Oh, barf?
You act like I'm a turnoff, but I don't buy it. We were meant to be together.
Look, just because I let you tag along to a couple of concerts doesn't mean we're Romeo and Juliet. I mean, sure, you're a little cute, but you're into all this honor student crap.
Give it up.
Student.
And I'm into more interesting things. And guys.
Are you going out with someone else?
Didn't she say boyfriend earlier?
Sorry, Martin, but you just don't rate anymore.
Are you going out
Oh,
with someone
already,
else?
yeah.
I bet I can make you forget him.
Sorry, Martin, but you just don't rate anymore.
Your paint's starting to streak.
Ah!
Alright, so nothing got accomplished there.
I don't want to go digging through the trash unless I absolutely have to. That junk looks awfully familiar. 50 years familiar.
Then say ew.
They've bricked up the entrance to the old speakeasy. It's just another brick in the wall.
But there's something interesting about it. Figures. Alright, so we're going elsewhere. Why could I look at the wall there? Oh well, if I need it, I'll go back.
Look out, son!
They got her look pretty down, yeah. Didn't miss too much, Ariel. We're still trying to figure out what's even happening in this timeline.
Mom? Mom!
But are you happy?
Happiness is overrated, Lorraine. I'm content.
Well, I'll think about it.
Mom?
Hi there, Martin. I saw you as I was driving in. Did you hear me honking?
Mom, that can't be you.
Martin, are you alright?
I'm fine. It's just that you're so gray.
Well, isn't that an uplifting way to greet your mother?
Sorry, I just don't...
I guess you're right, though. I am going a little gray. No thanks to your father.
So, what? Are you out here shopping or something?
Oh, shopping? Poof! Who shops anymore? No, it's that time of the month for me again. For my civic duty. I've been
Okay.
polishing the statue all day.
Okay.
Right.
We don't have to have that
Mom?
conversation now.
Now,
Alright.
Martin, I know you're embarrassed to be driving around in last year's model, but we really can't afford the 86s yet.
What about my truck?
No one owns a truck in Hill Valley. Martin, are you sure you're feeling okay?
Yeah. I must have had a really vivid dream last night.
Well, I hope your dream world was more fun than this one. Could you do me a favor? I forgot to give your father my timesheet for last week, and now Mr. Nosy is convinced that I'm hiding something from him.
Timesheet?
Aren't they annoying? But Citizen Brown always says, a scheduled life is a happy life. Anywho, could you be a dear and drop it off at the house? Here, take the car.
Actually,
I know, dear. Love you too. I'd give you a kiss, but you know what that gets you.
Come on, man.
Forget to pick me up this
I mean,
evening.
it'd be one thing if you were like
Yeah,
making
sure.
out and like, you know, doing very inappropriate things in public. But come on. A kiss goodbye in
It's not
public,
the
whatever.
truck,
Just
but I guess it'll do.
my gosh, man. Why is there caution tape over the door? That's an invasion of privacy.
Illegal?
What isn't illegal in Hill Valley?
What if Citizen Brown's watching?
Don't worry, nobody can see us here.
He's a peeping Tom.
He always was.
Try to warn your old man the next time, okay?
If you've seen the first movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
Ah, you know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
We're probably going to use that later.
Interesting. What do you mean interesting?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine? 11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at Suitmo counter, cream
You have
asparagus
what?
with crackers.
What was that?
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could
What
mean
pro?
the
What the?
merits of
There's
the
too
whole
much
family.
happening in this episode,
There
and
she is, polishing the statue in the park. Just like the schedule dictates. Oh, then everything's fine. Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Whoa, Dad, what are you telling me? Are you saying Mom's a drunk?
Shh. I don't know for sure that your mother has relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately, almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision. Confidentially, I suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now. Do me a favor, son, will you? See if you can worm the truth out of her. She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say? That's a good boy.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk. What were you hiding when I came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Come on, I saw it. It was a videotape, right?
I might as well tell you. After all, you'll be 18 soon.
Tell me what?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
You're kidding.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's
So
more
they're married.
talented than
Okay.
they to
I mean, I
apply the most
figured, but
advanced
yeah.
social planning techniques to our municipality. But
What?
confidentially, not everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the majority, actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, just listen.
I tell you, Bert, this regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast to Citizen Brown. May his beloved courthouse be struck by lightning. Shh, Agnes, you're awful. Are you coming to the town square, Lester? Citizen Brown's about to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my hairy...
Well, you get the idea.
Sounds like people can't stand what the Browns have done.
Why do you
to
have to
Hill Valley.
specify that
Not
that place is
everyone,
hairy?
Only around 50%, maybe 60%.
It's a fair question,
Does
guys.
Citizen Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the public relations department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me.
See,
for
this
my
is a
public
classic
service,
prop.
but then again,
Hairy head.
they
Oh
say
my
it's
gosh,
never
Ariel.
wise to be the bearer of bad news.
See, here's the thing. It's like people talk behind your back. Everyone does that. People do it to me. I do it to other people. Literally, everybody does that about anybody. Even about people that people don't even know. So to have a rule saying you can't do that, give me a break. Come on.
So about you and your, work.
Shoot.
You seem to be really into this spying business.
It's not spying, son. It's cinema verite. These candid moments of Hill Valley's residents will eventually be compiled and edited into the documentaries and promotional materials that advertise our way of life to the rest of the world. True, you can argue that I've taken things to extremes, but I still get up to take my meals, and of course to use the facilities.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
Well, we're supposed to go back to...
It's about Mom. How'd she get to be such a mess? This isn't how she is in my perfect world.
You're right, it's a real puzzle. Because of course we both know Hill Valley is a perfect world, but for some peculiar reason, the harder I try to get her to conform to the rules, the more she slips up.
Don't you think Mom would be a little more relaxed if you gave her just a little bit of space?
Now, there's a fine suggestion. What would Hill Valley be like if people gave each other space? Why, we'd all be tempted to follow our own impulses, and there's no telling where that might lead.
I don't agree with
About
that.
signing up for the Citizen Plus program.
Is she now?
You're not going to let her go through with it, are you?
Well, from what I hear, it's a fairly drastic procedure which completely reshapes the subject's personality. On the other hand, if Citizen Brown recommends it, it's gotta be a good thing.
I just realized that he has peanut brittle on his table. That's what he was eating in the first movie.
Well, I'll leave you to your snooping.
Supervising, son. Supervising.
I'll leave you to it.
Right.
So we need to go back to Lorraine. Wait, hang on. What did that hint say? She might open up if she had a little bit of privacy.
Mom? Mom, are you drinking again?
Don't be silly, dear. Booze is illegal, you know.
Yeah, Mom. It's just that Dad mentioned...
Your father. Why, I just can't get away from his prying eyes. Always spying, always watching. You mind your own business, George.
Now, Lorraine, this is for your own good. I know you're keeping a secret from me.
It's mine to keep.
Well, except it's not really a secret
Knock it
anymore.
off, you two.
Now, you listen here, young man. This is an adult matter between your mother and me.
Dad, I know, but your way isn't working. You gotta give her some space here.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it.
Seriously?
What is that in your hand? Rum? Gin? A wine cooler?
For your information, it's brass cleaner. I have a job to do here, you know.
Lorraine?
No.
Mom? I'm having a bad day, Mom. Can I ask you a few things?
We all have our share, son.
I, lost my timesheet. What have I got going on this week?
Well, Monday is Junior Brown Brigade.
Junior what now?
And Tuesday is Model UN.
Model UN?
Mm-hmm. You represent Djibouti. On Wednesday, you'll be overseeing the board game club at the rec center.
Okay, I've heard enough.
Yeah.
I saw Jennifer earlier today.
Well, did one of those questions say, why am I so
What
square?
a spunky gal. Are you two patching things up?
She totally blew me off.
Well, I'm not the world's biggest dating expert, seeing as how I married the first guy to fall from the sky. But maybe you should spend a little less time with your microscopes and ant farms, and a little more time tending to her needs. What kind of things is she passionate about, Martin? What are her interests?
I don't even know anymore.
You see?
Everyone is treating me like some sort of goody two-shoes, Mom.
They're just jealous that you're such a perfect citizen of Hill Valley.
Have I always been this way?
Always been a perfect little son? Going on 18 years now.
What about that time I set fire to the living room?
Oh, but you only did that so you could show us the fire retardant you made with your chemistry set.
Heavy. Alright, let's talk about something else.
Alrighty, dear.
What about you, Mom?
What about me?
What are you doing out here polishing the statue?
I know. I was scheduled to clean the clock this month, but then Needles' mom ate some.
Needles is who I was thinking of earlier, not Leech. I don't know why I thought it was
Some
Leech.
reshuffling in the L sector duty roster, and here I am. I kind of wish I was cleaning the clock, though. So much nicer up there without all the cameras.
The cameras?
Wave to Big Brother or Big Husband in.
Yeah, we've already established that there's cameras. See, that's the one problem in this game is that some dialogue is still available even if it's like, I don't know, the continuity sometimes gets messed up.
If that's what the Citizen Plus program does to people, then you don't want any part of it.
But Biff has been reformed.
I agree.
He seems so happy now.
As soon as you see this game,
with this town.
you're gonna see some serious shit.
It's total veg, Mom.
Your father is always telling me that I don't invest enough in the workings of our great Citizen Brown. Maybe it's time for me to turn a new leaf and just go with the flow.
Okay, just hold off for a bit, please. I don't want you doing anything rash. Alright, let's talk about something else.
Let's see here. What can I ask her?
So, what's up with Dad?
Indeed. What is up with him?
That setup in his garage is pretty intense.
That's not the word I'd use. More like creepy.
I heard that.
Oh my god. Come on.
I feel like I don't know anybody anymore.
Well, Martin, that could be a sign you need to get out more.
Alright, fine. I'll get out more.
Biff seems, unusually mellow.
Well,
I probably should get out more anyway, but I never do because I'm lazy.
Program. So far, it looks like it's done him a world of good.
It's not really a priority right now anyway.
I mean, he's so un-Biff.
Well, isn't that the point? You remember what he used to be like? He was an unholy terror.
He wasn't that bad.
Now, sure, but you should have seen him in high school.
I can imagine. Is there any way I could talk to Citizen Brown?
Oh, you know how difficult that is, Martin. The great man spends so much time coming up with new rules and demerits that he barely has time to talk to us anymore. I guess that's the price we pay for a safe, happy city.
So he doesn't see anyone?
Not unless someone starts rolling up the demerits. He still takes a personal interest in those situations. And of course you could talk to Mrs. Brown.
Clara?
No, silly. Edna.
Edna Strickland?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, this was said earlier, man.
Wait, Doc, Citizen Brown is married to Edna Strickland?
Did you get a bump on the head or something? They've been happily married for nearly 40 years. In fact, if you ask me, I think Edna wears the pants in the relationship. She's the one always announcing the day-to-day bulletins. Probably writes them herself.
I need to sit down.
You think? So,
Alright,
I don't think
let's talk
talking.
about something
I don't
else.
think talking about any of that will help. Did I ask this?
Is it just me or does Hill Valley
Okay.
feel really strict today?
Some might even call it stifling. But you didn't hear that from me.
Biff told me that he got in trouble for public displays of affection.
Can you believe it? Sure, things got a little out of control back in the 60s with the free love and all, but now even holding
it, come on, man.
Warning.
Wait, so you can't even kiss?
Can't even hug. It's barbaric. City Hall treats us like a bunch of children going to the movies.
Unreal.
Biff was talking about all the contraband he used to keep. Do you know anything about that?
What are you implying, Martin?
I'm not implying anything. I just want to know what kind of contraband might still be around. You know, so I can watch out for it. Like a good citizen.
Well, I wouldn't know about such things. But people still smuggle alcohol in from the next county. I heard the kids at school have been smuggling Xerox copies of Dungeons and Dragons. I bet you'd be into something like that, huh?
I'll get back to you on that. Is it true that Biff was responsible for getting dogs outlawed?
I think that was all Edna's idea. She's always had a sore spot for dogs. Now your father and I, we love dogs.
You do? I didn't know that. How come we never had a dog?
We had meant to get one to teach you children about responsibility, but by the time we had you, dogs had already been banned. Now I don't think we'll ever have the chance to raise a puppy.
Jeez, Mom, that could be the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about something
I think I'm
else.
done talking to her.
Alrighty, dear.
Let's try to move on here. So, reach the camera to block it. That's a good idea. Because he's spying on her. So that's why we can't ask her about the... Hang on, can we hit this thing again? I don't think this would work, but...
Mom?
I don't know if that'll work, but we might as well try it.
Mom, look, I'm on your side. If you've got a problem, I want to help, but this is a choice you gotta make yourself.
Oh, look at you. You're such a sweet boy. I'm so glad you take after me rather than your father.
What, Lorraine? What?
Ugh! I can't live like this!
Dad, you're not helping.
Oh, but I disagree, Martin. It's important that I catch her in the act so I can get it on.
We gotta figure out how to block the camera.
I can show her that she has a problem.
That's ridiculous, Dad. You're acting like this is some kind of sting operation.
Huh? Where'd she go?
Mom?
Can you really not skip text? Well, that pauses the game. Although, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. Oh. Okay.
Aha! I knew it. There. What did you just hide? That was some sort of fruity liqueur.
It's a spray bottle of simple orange for the cleaning I'm trying to do!
Lorraine, I'm sorry. It's just that you're acting so cagey lately.
Cagey? Maybe I'm acting like I don't want to be spied on all the time.
It's not all the time,
I've got a thing.
Lorraine. I do sleep occasionally, you know.
I'm a bit confused. What? Yeah, I want to punch him too. Swing the mobile around until you're blocking the camera. I did that. Oh, wait a minute. It's not completely covering the thing.
What happened? What the heck am I looking at?
Yes.
There we go. I had the right idea. You just had to do it again. Yep. Drinking.
Mom, now that Dad isn't watching.
Oh, Martin.
Was that a flask, Mom?
Flask? Don't be ridiculous.
Look, it's okay, Mom. Get a hold of yourself.
Oh, your father's right. I'm backsliding. But it's been so hard, what with your brother and sister leaving, and then your father getting obsessed with his monitors, and...
Let me take care of the flask. Dad doesn't have to know anything about it.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart.
Probably.
I couldn't bear the thought of facing your father over this.
Yeah, the developers didn't really think that through, did they? Yeah, we need that flask now. Get it.
This timeline sucks. Mom and Dad are fighting again. Mom's drinking. It's like everything Doc and I ever did to fix things is falling apart. Time to get some attention.
Alright, so maybe we should uncover the camera and start drinking?
Leave the statue alone.
All right.
And we've got another demerit. Sick. We didn't even take it. Excuse me. Oh, how about we go to the cop and wave it in his face?
Hands up, citizen. Assume the position.
Here goes nothing.
That was easy.
There better be apple juice in this.
I drank some
Why
apple
don't you
juice earlier
open it
today,
and
actually.
Find out.
Don't get smart with me. I knew you were no good, McFly.
Officer Parker, what seems to be the problem here?
She looks better in this timeline than the
Citizen
other
McFly,
timeline. That's
ma'am.
scary.
Came strolling up with a 181B violation in his pocket.
Ugh. You, young citizen, where did you get that booze?
What's up, Loki?
Nowhere?
Is he being smart with me?
Yeah, he played that attitude on me as well.
Could we just fast forward the lecture and just get this over with already?
Then again, for me, it's 8 o'clock at night,
American.
so, yeah.
Severely. And as for the alcohol, drop it into the recycling bin.
With pleasure, ma'am. Now, keep your nose clean, or you'll find yourself in front of Citizen Brown.
Need to get in trouble again. Yo, I got an achievement. Alright, looking for the last dog in Eloise. Where am I hiding? I don't know what would do that. I don't have anything that would do that. So, let me think here. Or give me another hint. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, ring the bell.
Okay, okay. Welcome to Soupmo, where soup is just... Oh, it's you. This better be important, McFly.
Leech, was that Jennifer?
Well, A, it's none of your business, and B, seeing as she ain't your chick no more, yeah.
Okay, now this timeline is really pissing me off. What's on the menu?
Soup.
Just soup?
I'm at soup!
And more.
What falls under the more category?
We got neat loaf. It's made with textured wheat.
Neat
protein.
loaf.
No thanks.
Come on, man.
What else falls under the more category?
Well, there's the hum burger. It's made from pressed roasted hummus.
Do you have any real meat back there?
Define real.
What kind of soup you got?
Scrolle...
Ribellini?
Yeah, that's right.
Some things never change. I'm afraid to ask, but what other non-soup food do you have? Anything edible?
Well, we have these pea and liver with soy cheese hot dogs. They're new, and we're offering free samples. You want one?
Where are the free samples?
Here. I keep them behind the counter.
Oh, God.
If you puke, you're cleaning it up, wuss.
I can't finish this.
Not my problem.
What are those things?
Those are the liver and peas with soy cheese hot dogs.
Ew.
You and me both, brown noser.
Why are the samples behind the counter?
I can't leave them out, dude. There's a DOG running around town, and he keeps going after the sample tray, knocking them all over the ground.
A dog? Wait, these samples haven't been on the ground, have they?
Geez, McFly, relax. They're fresh. Mostly.
Yeah, pretty much.
About this dog, what's he look like?
Beats me. He's a smart little SOB. He only comes around when my back is turned.
Okay, so we gotta get
How
your...
do you know it's a dog? You can smell him?
Allergies, dimwit.
Ah, he's allergic. I've got to get him to turn around.
See ya.
Smell you later.
Oh, wait, no, he just left him here. No, don't. I don't want to talk to him
Clyde,
again.
You're a real buzzkill, you know that?
No, the game's a buzzkill. I didn't even want to talk to you.
Smell you later.
Even screwed up Nutso Hill Valley doesn't deserve that smell.
Yeah, use... Hang on a second. I took one, right? So... how do we... Perfect.
Hey, there's that mangy. Go get him, McFly.
Well, this doesn't help. Well, oh. Here we go.
Decency prevents me from leaving this here.
Can I walk up to Plank?
Decency prevents me from leaving this here.
Yeah, he has a mask on. I noticed that too.
He's got to be hiding in here somewhere.
The fridge.
Stay put now, boy. Wherever you are.
There he is.
Not a sign of him.
Come on, man. Are you serious? Why can't I look at this?
She missed a spot.
No, she didn't. No, go. Oh my god. No. No! Go back. Okay, so maybe I have to... Maybe I have to look... Okay, hang on. He was... Okay, I know where he was hiding, so I have to... Maybe if I examine that, then I'll catch him, and he won't run away.
Where could he be hiding?
Okay, he's got to be behind the pallet.
You in there, Reiny? Or whatever your name is these days?
You're kidding me, right? Now
Not a sign of him.
I gotta do this again. Wait, what if I just pull out the free sample and he'll run to me? What if I just do that? Let's try that this time. Yep, I've been bamboozled.
Where could he be hiding?
You want to bet he's behind the table now? Hang on, let me... Only it left tracks. How am I supposed to know that? How am I supposed to know if he's going to leave tracks? Ah. Yeah. That way I wouldn't have to... Well, I have to guess now, so I'm going to guess the table.
Decency prevents me from leaving this here.
I might as well guess.
I bet you're under here.
No. Okay. Yeah.
Not a sign of him.
I have to, because he's gonna run across the thing. Okay. So.
It would look better blue.
So now next time he runs across there, wherever the blue paint goes is where he'll be. Why Smart A think. I still think it's funny that I say no hints or spoilers, and yeah, I'm totally taking hints from the game. No spoilers. Maybe I should take out the no hints and just leave no spoilers instead. But yeah. Alright, so now his feet should have been blue, which means
Now we're in business.
he's behind the table.
I outsmarted you, didn't I? Oh, don't be like that, Einie. Look, Einie, I've got a treat for you. Attaboy. Now hold still. See? I'm not such a bad guy, right? Whoa, okay. I guess I've won you over. I wish they were all this easy.
How does he climb back over? I mean, I guess it's a fence, he can just climb it.
Huh? What is it, boy? Einstein, wait! No! Hell.
Wait, why is he saying no, don't do that? That's perfect.
Back! Down! Sit! Play dead!
Officer Parker, subdue that beast at once!
Einstein, sit!
Einstein? Oh, if he bites me, you'll be in a world of trouble, citizen.
Bite her!
Wait, I know that creature. Officer
She
Parker,
remembers from 50
that's the
years ago.
stray that keeps escaping the kennel. I thought he was muzzled.
I took the muzzle off.
You what?
That's right, my dog now.
Citizen, you are in violation of Statute 357K.
Parker, demerit this hooligan at once. I'll return this creature to the kennel.
Yes, ma'am.
Filthy, wretched beasts.
Don't worry, Einie. Once I fix all this, you'll be back with Doc and romping through time.
Now stay out of trouble, unless you want a visit from Citizen Brown.
Alright. Now we need to get some drugs, I guess. Why are these rare achievements? Do people just not play this game? Because that's not a rare achievement to get. I guess people just don't play this game. Less than 10 people that have played this game on Xbox One, I guess, just never played through this. Come on, guys. Yeah.
What is it now?
You and Leech, Jennifer?
Hey, don't badmouth Leech. There's a lot more to him than soup, you know.
Like what?
For one thing, he wields an axe like nobody's business.
So you got yourself a new guitar player.
What can I say? I'm a girl who appreciates a hot lick.
Yeah, I remember. Come on, Jennifer. Nobody in town plays guitar like me.
I'm talking electric guitar, Martin. I'm gonna be honest,
The ukulele.
I now play your loser boyfriend any day of the week.
You're that desperate to get to first base.
Did you say first or fourth?
I'd give you 2.5. But first you gotta prove you've got better fingers than Leech. You ready to throw down?
Oh, heck yeah.
I was born ready.
Okay, so where's your guitar, McLoser?
Oh, I need a guitar.
I should have known. All talk, no rock.
We need a guitar.
Starting a streak.
Okay, how do I get a guitar? Well, there were those shops earlier, but we never examined them. Wait a minute, don't you want a guitar? Should I go to the house and find a guitar there? Let's go to the house and see if I can go in the house and see if I own a guitar. We never went inside the house. We just went to the garage. So yeah. The brain, guys. It's a powerful tool. Use it. Okay? Don't be like me. What the heck? This is my house!
the hell?
Don't violate the perimeter, son.
Can I eat peanut brittle? No, I can't. Oh, that was easy.
Hey, what's my guitar doing out here?
Your mother and I convinced you to give it up, remember? Rock and roll music is frowned on by the...
Excuse me, rock and roll is frowned upon?
For example, for all the kids who look up to you as a model of studiousness and moral gravity. And besides, you're not very good.
Come on, Dad, I need that guitar.
Give me one good reason why I should give it back to you.
Because... rock and roll is my density.
Density.
Destiny.
That's a first movie reference there. Oh, that's perfect. Ah, why didn't that line work?
Music is good for
yes.
you. It improves your mental performance.
Excellent.
Then take up the piccolo.
Come on.
Electric guitar to the rebels.
I know like 2 people who play piccolo.
A certain girl is only gonna like me if I can play the guitar.
A certain girl? You don't mean...
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin.
That's a good idea.
You fixated on that little hellion. She's nothing but trouble.
Yeah, my kind of trouble.
There you go. That's a player right there. Of course, I'm not that cool. I would never do that. I would have an anxiety attack before I got that far. But yeah.
Do your worst.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, we convinced him. Okay, cool. All right, let's go. Where's the car? Where's the car? There it is. Yeah, but telling him to all throw it in the recycling bin would have been a good backup. George is a beta while Marty is a Chad. His face when he's tapping her on the shoulder.
Yeah?
Tell Leech there's a new sheriff in town.
Ooh, nice axe. Your mommy buy that for you?
Just get Leech.
Fine.
You can knock on my door anytime.
Hold it, we got company.
McFly.
Does he have a booger running down his nose?
He says he can outplay you.
Why? Wipe your nose, man. I mean, I know you have allergies, but come on, man.
The Ring of Rock?
Women do not find that attractive.
Don't crush him too bad. Just teach him a lesson.
Are these guitars even plugged into anything? Give up. I don't know what's going on here. What the?
You cut my cord, you asshole.
Somebody should have cut it a long time
Oh, I
ago,
see what we need to do here.
The winner and undefeated champion of Hill Valley.
Claim your prize, champ.
He still has a booger on his face.
Well, back to work. See you, loser.
I can't believe you'd let him get away with that. He totally broke the rules.
There are no rules in rock and roll, Martin. That's why a guy like you shouldn't compete.
Let me look at some hints here. Yeah, that was pretty terrible. I should have read that first. Maybe he wouldn't be so good with his amp knocked out. If you can get Leech to knock over his own amp, you might also get him to trip himself up on a precarious platform. So what do? We do a jump kick thing and then jump on a platform? I don't understand. Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm glad they made Jennifer taller than Marty.
I want a rematch.
Ooh, you got nerves, McFly. You really want to be humiliated like that again?
It's nothing but a poser. I got the technique.
Do you now?
Want a sample?
Maybe. If you can beat Leech.
I already swatted you once, McFly. Shouldn't you be lying in the gutter?
Shouldn't you be wiping your nose?
Then your mom threw me out. What you say, my mother?
He still has a booger running. Come, dude, tissues exist. Look. I'll try to. Yeah, I saw that too. Okay. I kind of see something. Hop! He's gonna break it. Look at me go! That's it.
Martin McFly. That was totally
Cringe!
awesome.
What can I say? Some guys got it and some guys don't.
300 IQ play right there.
My head's stuck.
I think I've got a new idol. Come here.
Wait, I got a better idea.
Let's go make out in front of everybody. It's kind of awkward, but
What was it
whatever.
you called me? A square?
A girl's entitled to make a mistake, isn't she?
Rated T for teen.
Ooh.
Hooliganism! Delinquency! Officer Parker! I just caught these two degenerates violating statute
Degenerate.
number
Jennifer!
Daddy!
476D.
Open mouths?
And tongues.
Oh my
You've
gosh.
gone too far, Jennifer.
What's the big deal? It's only hormones.
Oh my god.
We don't use words like that in this town.
They banned the word
You
hormone?
later, young lady. We're gonna have to have a long talk about the Citizen Plus program.
What?
Oh, come on.
Officer, give Mr. McFly a 476D's worth of demerits. I'll tend to your wayward
Yes,
daughter.
ma'am.
Loki.
And this is for getting my daughter in trouble with Citizen Edna. Now keep out of
That's
trouble.
all he did was just
Citizen
sort of
Brown will come down on you like a
just
brick
touch
wall.
him like that. He didn't really do anything.
McFly!
7 minutes in heaven.
Hey, Jennifer. Are you still angry with me?
Yes.
Angry? Nah. The threat of being Citizen Plus was worth it just to see my dad's veins go all purple like that.
Great, because I gotta go.
Jeez, Martin, what's gotten into you? Booze, dogs, necking in public? It's like you're a different guy today. A way cooler guy.
I know this is gonna be hard to believe, but I'm the same guy I've always been. It's everyone else who's messed up. And stop calling me Martin. It's Marty.
Wow, Marty. What's next on the agenda? Knocking over banks?
Maybe. What's a guy gotta do to get in trouble around here?
I think you're about to find out.
You, citizen.
Get out of here, Jen.
Not a problem.
Are you Martin Seamus McFly?
Yes?
We have a warrant for your detention.
Detention?
We did enough to
15,000 demerits.
15,000 demerits.
Is it? Young McFly is being branded as a criminal of weak moral character. Cool.
I'm not weak.
But you are in a heap of trouble.
Trouble?
Oh my, yes. But don't worry, we're here to take care of you.
Every time she's on the
Citizen
screen, I
Plus
just start
program
yawning.
Took care of Biff.
Perhaps.
But also, I barely slept last night. I mean, I slept really late last night. I didn't fall asleep until past 3. I had trouble
But
sleeping.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, let's see what Citizen Brown has to say about your particular strain of antisocial behavior.
You're taking me to Citizen Brown?
Immediately.
Cool.
Officers, away with him.
Yes, ma'am.
It's about time.
I always knew your goody two-shoes A+ student act was too good to be true.
I just had a random flashback. I saw Back to the Future YouTube poop once, and in the movie when Marty is auditioning for, you know, like the talent show or whatever, he's like, "All right, we're the pinheads." In the YouTube poop, they changed it to, "All right, we're the shitheads."
Come in, citizen. Martin McFly, age 18, resident of Sector L, Father George, Mother Lorraine, president of the Junior Brown Brigade, recipient of a full-ride scholarship to Strickland College, winner of the Courthouse Challenge Deportment Award, 0 demerits until this morning. The obvious question, Mr. McFly, is, what happened to you?
That's what was said in the preview, so I'm going to say it here.
Jesus Christ, Doc, what happened to you?
Doc. Interesting. You regard me as a doctor, indicating awareness that you're suffering from some variety of mental disorder. That's a hopeful sign, Martin. Of course, I'm not actually a doctor, but I do have the tools to turn you around and put you back on the road to societal normalization. Shall we begin with a few questions to establish a baseline?
Whatever. Let's get through this nonsense so I can set you straight.
I know what video you're referencing. Of course I know what video you're referencing.
I know this is going to be hard for you to swallow, Doc, but I'm not from around here. I'm from a different timeline where Hill Valley isn't all screwed up and there aren't these crazy rules and my dad's not a snoop and my mom's not a drunk and you're my best friend in the whole space-time continuum.
An old fogey like me? Your best friend?
Yes! And Doc, I need you to get me back there.
So you believe this interview is really more about me than you?
Yes!
You went to all this trouble just to deliver a message to me in person?
Yes!
A cry for help, as it were.
Yes! No, wait.
Martin, is your mother on the sauce again?
The sauce?
As a matter of fact, yeah, this hellhole of a town could drive anyone to drink.
True.
It's natural you should make excuses for it.
You know what's interesting?
Here in Hill Valley, we require our citizens to hold one another to the highest standards, even if those fellow citizens happen to be...
I'm guessing...
I'm surprised your father hasn't
I don't
set
know.
you straight on this point. He's shown himself to
I
be
just find it
a very
interesting.
obedient and cooperative citizen.
You mean a warped citizen? He's supposed to be a science fiction writer, not a peeping Tom. And you're
Actually, he is
supposed
a
to invent
peeping Tom
time machine.
in the first movie.
Time machine?
Yeah, Doc, listen to me. You don't remember it, but you built a time machine out of a DeLorean.
Why?
It's a great question. Is that ever answered in the movies?
Well, just for the hell of it, I guess. Plus, the steel frame of the DeLorean dispersal, I don't know. It was important for some reason.
Fascinating.
Yes, it is fascinating. It's amazing. It's incredible. But you don't know it because you've never invented it. You're not the real Doc Brown. You gotta believe me.
This is technically a sequel
Everything got
from the
screwed up
movies.
when I went back in time to 1931.
Sounds like this time machine is a very impractical and dangerous invention.
Yes, I mean, no. What I mean is it's messed up a lot of things, but first it made a lot of things better. Like my mom and my dad. It was only thanks to your time machine that they ever became successful and happy.
So they're happy.
But they're not, because you summoned me back in time and somehow your timeline got messed up and everybody else is along with it.
I see.
No, you don't. Think back. Don't you remember me? We knew each other when you were 18. I'm Harry Callahan.
Incredible.
There you go. That's an idea.
This case is more serious than I'd imagined. The boy has fabricated an alternate reality.
He doesn't get it.
No, this is the alternate reality. My reality is the real reality.
Calm down, Martin. I'm not blaming you for anything. The failure is ours, not yours. Obviously, there was a drastic flaw in your social conditioning.
God, I don't understand.
No, I don't understand yet, but I want to. I want to get at the root of your problem. Keep talking. Take your time. Look around the room. Perhaps something here will stimulate your memory.
Okay, take a look at this picture of Einstein here.
The dog. Harboring dangerous animals is a municipal offense.
Yeah, they told me, but you harbored this very same animal a long time ago. Remember the test run of your rocket car? Einstein landed on the roof of the courthouse.
I do recall something of the sort, but naturally it couldn't have been the same dog.
There wasn't anything natural about it. Einstein's a time traveler too, thanks to your invention.
Einstein's the first time traveler.
An impressively detailed illusion.
Delusion. Come on, he still doesn't get it. We gotta keep going. Can I symbol?
I can't tell if it's a guy celebrating a touchdown or chained up in a gulag. Glass half full, Marty. Half full. So that's what Judge Brown looked like. I never actually saw him.
Of course not. He died before you were born. He was my biggest supporter, after my wife, of course.
That's a switch. Last time I saw your younger self, you and your dad had just had a big falling out over your decision to become an inventor instead of a lawyer. Isn't that right?
Bizarre fantasy life. Go on. Proceed.
It's all the same stuff I saw on my dad's monitors. I think. The whole town is under surveillance.
Invasion of privacy. Well, to an extent, some of it is okay. The fish tank. Yes, perfect.
Hey, this is your fish tank.
Yes, that is my fish tank.
It looks much better without all the bacteria.
What? Edna just had it cleaned.
Yeah, but in 1931 it was full of bacteria that we used to make rocket fuel. Remember?
Stop trying to confuse me! My whole life has been dedicated to the practical use of technology to shape a more efficient, orderly society. Ask anyone. It's a fact. You can look it up.
But you know better, right? Emmett?
Wrong. Do you see this picture? I keep it close by me to remind me of the moment when my life's course became clear. August 25th, 1930.
He took, yeah.
The day I single-handedly captured Kid Tannen, the scourge of Hill Valley.
Single-handedly?
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. He didn't do it himself.
Strickland, my scientific muse and the love of my life. Take a look. What do you see there is a young
He took all the credit.
Stands his destiny.
That's not what I see.
What do you see?
Can I see the picture? What? Hello? Are we just stuck here? Oh, there we go. No.
Could that be? I think it is.
What?
It's me, and you, the other you.
It is me. And you. But how?
How did you not see that?
Harry?
That's...
It's impossible.
No, it's science. Your science, Doc.
In this other world, the one you say you come from, am I happy there?
Very happy. You've got two great sons.
Sons?
Yes, and a fantastic wife.
Not Edna?
Not even remotely. And your invention. Jeez, Doc, you can go anywhere you want to. Anywhere in time. You're the luckiest guy in the universe.
And what about Hill Valley?
Hill Valley? You know it's got problems. A little bit of urban decay here, a little bit of crime there. It's a normal city. People are happy, mostly. And even when they're miserable, they're not miserable like they are in your Hill Valley.
Stop!
Yep.
There are no miserable people in my Hill Valley.
Give me a break. You don't really believe...
My citizens lead lives of order and peace. Nobody worries. Nobody complains.
Then you don't know your
Because you're
citizens.
afraid to. Jeez, open your eyes, will you? You and Hedna have got them all terrorized.
That's Mrs. Brown to you, Sonny.
Doc.
He just ignores it all now?
Your honor. We've worked for over 50 years, my wife and I. Every waking moment devoted to ridding Hill Valley of vice and disorder. And you dare to claim that our citizens are unhappy?
Yeah, I do. I've seen it. They're just too afraid to speak up.
Afraid? Afraid of what?
Afraid of the consequences of their actions, Doc. You run this place like it's a police state.
Nonsense.
I can prove it.
All right then, time travel boy. You do that. And until you do, I'm going to treat your wild story as just that. A story told by a madman. And I've determined that the best treatment is simply to let the insanity run its course.
Does he just sit there staring at those
Is
gears
the interview over? Should I
all day?
leave?
Please do. I'm very busy. I've got a city to run.
Fine, but I'll be back with proof.
No, she's a peeping Tom. Well, we can't call her a Tom, but what's an alternate for a woman there? I don't know.
Doc wants proof that Hill Valley isn't the perfect place he thinks it is. One smoking gun coming up. Dad!
Pop out the tape, son. I think it's done rewinding.
Whoa, take it easy. Sit here.
Guess I blacked out for a minute there. Fell out of my chair.
Fell nothing. Somebody whacked you.
Whacked me? Impossible. We take great pride in the fact that incidences of physical violence in Hill Valley have fallen to virtually
Who did it? Can you tell me?
This can't
Peeping
be
Tina.
happening.
That works.
Gotta be
That
a
works.
clue around here somewhere.
Tom and Tina. Somebody had a bat.
Dad, that's not one of our bats. is it?
Someone smashed a computer.
No. McFlys never use aluminum bats. Curious.
Oh, wait, don't touch it. It's evidence.
Of what? Oh, why would anyone do a thing like that to a nice Sector L citizen like me?
What's the last thing you remember?
I was sitting right here, copying another incriminating scene onto my tapes. My tapes? What happened to my tapes?
Stay calm, Dad.
Are they on the floor? Do you see them? They're in a box marked raw footage.
Here it is. Raw.
It was literally right there. Come on, man. With all your other tapes, are you blind?
See, I
You have
told
glasses
you to jump
on.
into conclusions. All these dark suspicions about thieves and attackers when all the time it was just
empty.
What?
There's no tapes.
Oh.
I'm sure they were in there before.
Before whoever it was whacked you in the head and took
Someone
them.
took all the
Gosh, I've been
tapes.
mugged in Hill Valley. They can't get away with it. Oh,
Don't worry, Dad. We'll get to the bottom of this.
who could have done this to me?
Who stands to lose if those tapes get out?
Everybody who's badmouthed Citizen Brown when they didn't know a camera was on them. But that's half the people in town.
No. I'm guessing this was a lone agent.
Oh, it's no use. The tapes are gone. All I can do is hope against hope they don't surface and land me in trouble.
Come on, Dad. We can't just give up. I mean, maybe there's some more clues around here.
What's the use? Even if we find out who took the tapes, we're not going to be able to get them back without attracting attention to ourselves.
There's gotta be something we could do to get our hands on those tapes.
Well, we can make new ones.
We can?
Sure. It may take a while, but if you're willing to help your old man out, it shouldn't take us more than
6 months,
say,
come on.
6 months?
6 months? But I need those tapes now.
You need the tapes.
What I mean is... You know, your time is valuable. I would hate for you to have to redo all that work.
You said you needed the tapes.
It's the principle of it. You know, if we let the thief get away with his crime, it sets a bad example for other thieves.
You said you needed the tapes.
Fine.
I gotta give it to Citizen Brown. I told him I was gonna furnish him with proof that Hill Valley isn't as happy as he thinks it is when I was in his office, just before I came here.
You had an interview with Citizen Brown?
It wasn't easy to get, believe me. I had to break all kinds of rules.
You've been breaking rules?
Harboring stray dogs, kissing girls in public, getting caught with Mom's flask.
That is the most far-fetched story I've ever heard.
It's true.
You forget I'm your father. I know your history.
Yeah, well, history's changed.
Yep, you can't. Do you think this is the time to show him this?
I don't think they'd be interested in a picture of my dad.
Really? Oh, wait, hang on. Show him the whole... No.
Read him and weep.
There you go.
Merits, but
it was the only way.
I don't understand.
Dad, listen.
Initially, I was gonna... I had a different idea at first, but obviously that didn't make sense. Now that I'm... In hindsight, that makes no sense. So, yeah. This is the best idea.
Shh. You said that to him?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, there go our privileges.
No, wait. I got him to listen, Dad, and he's gonna make things right for you and Mom and all of us. I can't explain how. You're just gonna have to trust me on this.
Okay.
But first I have to show him your tapes to prove my point.
Oh, no. No.
Dad.
This scheme of yours, maybe you know what you're doing, I can't say. But leave me out of
Dad.
it. I don't like trouble. I can't handle it. It's not in my genes.
Punch him in the face.
But... do it for your father.
My father?
Yeah, Arthur McFly.
I know his name.
Didn't he have something to do with putting away Kid Tannen, you know, way back when?
Yes. Yes, he did. Where'd you hear about that? It was way back before Citizen Brown cleaned up the town, before I was even born. Everyone lived in terror of Kid Tannen and his goons. But Dad stood up to him. He had evidence of Kid's guilt, see, and he risked his life to deliver it to the authorities. Never be afraid to do the right thing. That's what he always used to tell me.
And what are you doing?
Trying to remember which is the right feed.
Feed to what?
To the surveillance camera, the one in the yard.
Wait a minute. You have a surveillance camera trained on yourself?
Of course. Gotta cover all bases. Now help me figure out which monitor I'm on.
Are you serious? So he's been recording himself the whole time?
It says to keep this printout for my records.
Oh my god.
What's the problem, citizen?
Everything's perfectly all right now. We're fine. We're all fine now, thank you. How are you?
He didn't answer back. It's rude. We don't want to leave. I never examined this bug light. Yeah, rude. That's how it should be spelled.
Effective against moths, mosquitoes, and tannins.
Yep.
Greetings, programs. LeBrock 2.0. Anatomical constructs for sciences of all sorts. Boring. Let me get this straight. You captured this whole attack on tape?
Of course.
Then why didn't he mention that earlier?
Why didn't you
We
say
could have.
so in the first
Yeah.
place?
Come on, son. Stop dawdling and help me track down that
That's
feed.
not how you get.
Try flipping the
Okay.
It's not working.
Oh, that sucks.
The monitor's dead.
Try again. There it is. Okay. Now, we need to rewind it.
There, that looks like us. So the surveillance tape must be on this VCR. This must be before the attack. Let's see. I remember cleaning the playback heads at 5:30. The attack couldn't have been very long after.
Oh, it's Biff!
But it can't be him. The Citizens Plus program has rendered him as gentle as a kitten. Huh? I can't understand it. That's not the way he's supposed to behave. Why, even the old Biff would never...
Wait, what's that weird flashing on his wrist?
Let's find out.
Oh.
Would come in handy someday. Cost me a bundle at the hobby shop.
It's his digital watch. I wonder why it's doing that. Hey, wait, stop the picture. Can you zoom in anymore?
Do you think Edna and
X11.
Emmett
You know
are
what that means?
X11?
yet.
What?
Lorraine.
Don't lay into the story.
Do you think that
I've got something
the
very important
watch
to say,
controls
and then I'm
them?
going to be leaving again.
Like that's the highest form of controlling the citizens. Do you think Edna maybe went in and like manipulated him to attack George, steal the tapes? That way Marty can't prove.
I've got some business to attend
Yeah,
to.
that's. If that's how it went, that's pretty predictable, honestly. I mean, we have to find Biff because he's the one who knows. He knows what happened. Yeah, I'm not. It sounds like a conspiracy. I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist, but yeah.
You beat up my dad.
Do we have a problem here, citizens?
Oh, no, officer. Just a little misunderstanding. I'm sure we can work it out. Right, Mark?
Sure.
Okay. Let me know if you need any help, Mr. Tannen.
Yeah, side with
Now,
him.
let's see if we can get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, let's. Why'd you hurt my dad, Biff? He never did anything to you in this timeline.
Timeline? What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. I saw you on camera.
But I can't hurt anybody. Thanks to Citizen Plus, I blow chunks whenever I even think about doing bad stuff.
Ralph.
See?
I don't say Ralph when I throw up.
If you didn't beat up my dad, then where have you been for the last couple of hours?
Well, I was...
What?
That's strange. I don't remember.
What's the last thing you remember before your memory loss?
Well, I was handing out flyers for the Citizen Plus program, just like I'd been doing all day. I just finished feeding some leftover bologna to a cute little squirrel when Miss Edna came by.
Yep.
Edna?
Yeah, she wanted to run a diagnostic on my Citizen Plus watch. I must have fallen asleep or something, because when she was done, it was an hour later. And then your mom came by.
So the last thing you remember before my dad got beat up is Edna fiddling with your watch?
Yeah, that does sound pretty bad, doesn't it?
Biff, your watch. Does X11 mean anything to you?
X11? Is that a new band or something? Yeah, I don't go in for that new hippity-hoppity stuff.
It's not a band,
Hippity
Biff. It's
hoppity.
a mode on your Citizen Plus watch.
It's called hip hop.
Weird. I've never seen it look like that. Heck, I can barely get this thing to stop blinking, see? Cool.
Oh wait, hang on. Mode might change the
I
letters.
didn't know you could do that.
Okay. X 11. That didn't do anything.
I've got a few more questions, Biff.
All right, Martin.
Biff, your watch. Biff?
Oh, you have to hit mode again.
Okay, that's weird. What's wrong with you? Did you
Definitely,
attack
yeah.
my Dad? Now we're getting somewhere. Why'd you attack my dad? You must have been hypnotized. Who put you-
Hippity hoppity, get off my property.
Guess that'll wait until after I get the tape.
Oops.
Where's my dad's tape? The decycling bin? You,
Please tell me he tries to do this. Excellent.
Do the chicken dance. Yeah, he's hypnotized, all right. Do the chicken
I want it one more time.
Yeah, he's hypnotized, all right.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
Hang tight, baby.
That's perfect. Please give me an achievement for that. Please give me an achievement for doing that. I don't know if I'm gonna get one for that. Dang. That was perfect. Go in there.
Mind if I dig through there for a minute? I think a friend of mine dropped something in there by accident.
Once an item has been placed in the decycling bin, it cannot be retrieved.
Yo, what the hell is that?
Officer Parker?
Move along, citizen.
Oh, come on, man.
And stay out of trouble.
Do I have anything that can, like, knock him out or something? Smash him on the head with my guitar? I don't know. How am I carrying all this stuff at the same time? Oh, hang on. What if I asked him to go get the tapes? I make him do the chicken dance again. That was so funny.
Listen up. Could you do me a favor and go get my dad's tape?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Mr. Tannen. What's up? Is that McFly kid bothering you? Hey, you can't go in there. Hey!
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Holy smokes. What happened to him?
I don't know. No one's ever jumped into the decycling bin before.
Well, where does it go?
That information is above my pay grade. Oh, jeez. I'm in a lot of trouble now. Don't move a muscle, McFly. I gotta go tell Citizen Brown about this.
That way I remember to do that later. Hang on, I missed that. What? Oh, we could just go in. Yeah, I completely missed it.
Got a really bad feeling about this. Well, here goes nothing.
Gosh, ma'am, did I do something wrong?
Did I do something? Mr. Tannen, I put a lot of work into honing you as the first
Dang it, I got an achievement for that, but not for him doing the chicken dance?
possessed you to assault a police officer and dive head first into the decycling bin.
Did I do all that?
Lord, I thought your father was dim.
No, really, I don't remember doing anything like that. The last thing I remember, I was showing that nice McFly kid my watch, and then I'm down here and you're yelling at me.
McFly? McFly.
Strickland.
Oh, hi, Martin.
Give me the tapes, Edna.
Mr. Tannen, please restrain our guest.
Uh-oh.
Stop! Stop! Oh, no.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, Biff. Snap out of it. Ah! Biff, isn't that the license plate to your car?
Sheila?
Tannen, focus.
Oof. Hey, look over there. It's beer.
Beer? What's going on?
Biff Howard Tannen, obey your programming. You see, Mr. McFly, thanks to the enhancements I've made to the Citizen Plus program, I can bring even the most rabid of dogs to heel. Oh dear, Mr. Wilson.
Look! Candy! No?
You don't want candy.
Come on, Biff, snap out of it! Hey, it's Wild Gunman.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Not a fan of video games, huh?
How come he doesn't like video games? Come on, man. What else does he like?
Einstein?
Doggy? Where am I?
Tannen, I didn't go behind my namby-pamby husband's back so you could wallow in your vices.
I need to get her to.
Ow.
I need to get her to.
Look at all these unhappy faces on your father's videotape.
Novelties? Biff, whoopee cushions. You never had much of a sense of humor.
Kina. Oh.
Look, girly mags.
Boobies.
What is happening?
Tannen, listen to me.
Babes.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Booze. What the...
Look at the subtitles.
Oh, Mommy.
Tannen, get up, you useless slacker.
You slacker.
Come on, Edna, give the poor jerk a break.
A break? You sound like my wishy-washy husband, always trying to find the good in people, never wanting to accept the fact that some people are just born bad.
Maybe, but that doesn't give you the right to turn them into zombies. Now, give me my dad's tapes so I can...
You mean those tapes I erased while you were struggling with my zombie?
What? Come on.
Utopias are fragile things, Mr. McFly. Especially when overseas.
You can't say the Z word.
Distractible, as my husband's.
No. No.
Edna!
Doc?
Emmett, what are you doing here?
Sure you can.
I came down here to investigate a troubling report involving Mr. Tannen.
Doc, you gotta stop her. She...
Silence!
Okay.
I was concerned there might be a flaw in my Citizen Plus program. Imagine my surprise when I found my wife perverting my life's work. Is this what it's all been about, Edna? All those years? All our struggles to cure society's illnesses? Just to create a world where free will can be turned off with a flick of a switch?
Oh, please, Emmett. You wanted this just as much as I did. Remember? If only we could tell someone to stay off the grass, and so help us, they would never tread foot on a well-manicured lawn again. That's what Citizen Plus does. It makes rules unbreakable. I only gave it the slightest of changes.
Enough.
Sure you can.
We will not have this discussion.
That's what I said, bullshit.
Go home and wait for me.
Fine.
You know, I think I have Street Fighter 4 on my Xbox One because I got it like a free download a long time ago. I should try playing that right after this. That hasn't been answered, Kina. That has not been answered this whole time.
What have I done?
I'm hoping they just straight up didn't forget about it.
Doc, don't be so hard on yourself. This Hill Valley may be a little messed up. Okay, a lot messed up, but you were just trying to help people.
Or was I just entranced by the challenge of transforming the human psyche like so many chemicals?
I'm sorry about Edna, Doc. She didn't seem so bad back in 1931.
She seemed a little bad.
She wasn't. When we were first dating, she was so spirited, principled, compassionate. When did I lose her?
I'm sure he wouldn't blame you for all this, Doc.
He was so happy when I gave up my childish dreams in favor of Edna's more practical pursuits. Are you proud of me now, Father? Ah, enough wallowing. What's done is done. It's time to look forward.
Maybe, but maybe not.
What?
Let's look back.
Your notebook from the other timeline.
Not this foolishness again.
Look, you can use it to repair the time machine and fix all this so it never happened. Everyone could be back the way they're supposed to be. You, Edna, Jennifer, my parents. Doc, you once told me if you put your mind to it, you could accomplish anything. Well, accomplish this.
There's a lot of empty pages.
The only one you need is right here.
Flux capacitor. Ah!
Great Scott.
I mean, that's a cool thing, but like, how does that impact? What does that impact?
This will work. It'll take time, of course, but once it's done, we'll have all the time in the world. Ha ha!
Doc?
Martin, we must get started at once. Come on!
Can we bring Einie along?
The dog. Yes, of course. You know, I used to love dogs before Edna came along.
You don't say.
I'll go ahead and start preparing a lab. Edna will be furious, but who cares? We've got a time machine to fix. Woohoo!
Yeah, you might need a high IQ. Alright. Biff's still knocked out. We need to get Einie out of there.
Don't worry, boy. I'll get you out of here in no time. What is
Ooh.
it, Einie?
McFly!
Uh-oh. Movie references? Can never go wrong.
Biff, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Better than I've been in a long time, you know?
So you remember...
That witch making me do stuff? Yeah, she'll get what's coming to her. No one tells Biff Tannen what to do. No one.
Hey, I'm the guy who snapped you out of it.
Really? Because all I remember is a punk kid who thought it'd be funny to make me jump down a hole.
Ah.
How did you not see that? Okay.
Down, Biff. Stay.
It's not a dog, dude.
All right.
McFly.
Well, we got Einstein out.
Crap.
All right, McFly. Time to race the music.
What's that?
Face. It's face the music. Idiot.
Is that supposed to scare me or something?
Yeah. Oh.
I hope I don't run out of rock. Einie, sick him.
Whoa! Oof.
Okay, I got an idea.
Place your bets.
What the?
That came out so slowly before, and that knocks him out. I don't believe this game. But hey, the music's playing, so that's how we know we're good.
Doc, sorry I took so long. Biff came around and jumped me.
Yeah, that's not Doc.
Martin McFly.
Edna?
It's almost impressive how many years of work and planning you nearly ruined in just a few short hours.
Where's Doc?
Oh, Doc. My husband is in a better place.
Better place? What have you done to him?
Relax, Martin. We've got everything under control.
No! No! Doc!
What in the world? Are they gonna brainwash him now? I'm confused. Just rugby tackle her. They're gonna brainwash him. But if they... Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Here's
Teaser.
The real story. I'm a Marty McFly from an alternate timeline.
Edna, why?
Because you're weak, Emmett.
What can I say? She's my muse.
Are we going back to 1931 again?
Sure, I like where this is
We're going back again. But that means we fix the time machine.
He is to me.
That means we fix it.
Believe me, Jennifer, this whole town's gone crazy, and Citizen Brown and I are the only ones who can fix it.
There is no future for us.
Double Visions comes later. So that means that the time machine does get fixed and they go back. Unless if they... I don't know. Play episode 4. We're going to do that Saturday night. I do have a little bit more time to stream, though. I am going to try to... After I cut stream tonight, I'll probably work a little bit. And then tomorrow I'm going to try to get a bunch of it done. That way Friday, Well, Friday morning, I'm streaming. And then that night, I might just... I kind of need a night for myself, honestly. I haven't done a lot. So, yeah. Yeah, a lot... Well, the thing about this episode was a lot of it was just, like... You were given so much information, and there was so much new things going on. It was hard to keep track of, and it was hard to just figure out, like, okay, what is actually happening? So, yeah. It's a lot of you're not sure what's going on, and you're not sure, like, how to proceed and all that kind of stuff. So, Double Visions is the next episode.